You may know the word PPE by now, given the current situation that we have, but surprisingly, this isn't only used in our current situation. It is also used in nail care service. But what for? For your safety and to properly tend to nails. Just like last week, we got two topics to cover in this video, PPE and nail structures and shapes. But let's start with PPE. Nah, just kidding, we gotta start with activities again because you know what it is. So answer this one. And this one. Now, personal protective equipment for nail care workers protects their skin for possible infection as well as their clients. Wearing safety equipment provides some protection in case of chemical splashes and airborne nail or artificial nail particles and eye irritations. Personal protective equipment is clothing equipment designed to be worn by a nail technician or salon workers to protect them from risk of injury or illness. Should only be considered as a control measure when exposure to a risk cannot be minimized in another way, or when used in conjunction with other control measures as a final barrier between the nail salon worker from the chemical hazard and other cause of hazards. This clothing equipment does not control hazard at the source equipment, which will protect you from risk to health and safety. But why use PPE? Well, here are some advantages. To prevent damages to workers' nails and skin. To prevent skin from absorbing potential harmful ingredients which may cause skin allergies, irritation, or other related problems. So as not to generate a lot of dust, it may be necessary to wear a dust mask to minimize breathing in particles while filing or buffing nails. To protect the wearer's face and prevent the breathing of air contaminated with chemical and or biological agents. Those are the whys, and we know it already. So, what are the PPE in nail care service? Personal protective equipment are the following in nail care service. First off, we got gloves. It is a garment covering for the whole hand. And we got a SMOCK gown. It's a loose cloak or robe worn to protect the clothes. Next, we got mask. It's a protective face covering for hygienic purposes and to prevent the face from chemical exposure. Next, we got headband. Yeah, that headband. Well, it is a band of absorbent material worn on or around the head across the forehead to keep the sweat and the hair off the face. And last but not the least, we got protective eyewear to protect the wearer's eyes and prevent from chemical and or biological agents. Again, these are the PPE that is used in nail care service. If you want some additional information for this, you can click on the top right to watch another video explaining the PPE in nail care service and how do manicurists take care of themselves during the pandemic. Well, that was fast. First lesson for the day is done. But, bet you could say that to the activities because we're just getting started with this. And this. And this. And this. And this. You know what? Let's move on to the next lesson, okay? Enough activities for now. So the next one is... Fine. Answer this one. And apparently this one. It is very important for manicurists to learn and understand the anatomy and function of the nail so you could give your clients a professional and responsible service and care. Nails are part of the skin and are made up of the same protein called keratin as skin and hair. It is composed of the hardest keratin, The purpose of nails is to protect the ends of the fingers and toes to help the fingers grasp small objects. Adult fingernails grow at an average rate of 1/8 of inch in a month. Toenails grow more easily. Characteristics of healthy nails are smooth, shiny, and translucent pink. Its surface is smooth, curved, and unspotted without any hollow or wavy ridges. Normally, nails replace themselves every 4 months and grow more quickly in summer than in winter. The nail grows fastest on the middle finger and slowest on the thumb. Nail is a plate of keratin that lies on the tips of the fingers and toes. The main purpose of the nail is to protect the fingers and toes. However, the fingernail also assists with certain physical activities in daily life. Now, this is a nail. As you can see, they got parts. Just like every limbs in our body, in a microscopic scale, they got parts. So let's get them to know one by one. We'll start off with lunula. The pearly colored and crescent shape is due to the cells being pushed closely together. The blood capillaries cannot be seen through the lunula because of this. Next, we got cuticle. The overlapping epidermis around the nail. It is the transparent skin, which is called the true cuticle. That is removed during the manicuring process. Next, we got free edge. The part of the nail that can be filed and shaped. It is an extension of the nail plate that overlaps the hyponychium. Next, we got matrix, the only living reproducing part of the nail. This is situated directly below the cuticle, and new cells form here and continually push towards to produce to the nail plate. It also contains blood vessels and nerves. Blood supply provides the cells with nourishment. If the matrix is damaged, the nail will grow deformed. Take note, be careful not to apply excessive pressure to this area during the manicure. Nail bed, the part of the nail where the nail plate rests on. Also a continuation of the matrix. It is abundantly supplied with blood vessels and nerves, having numerous parallel ridges which dovetail exactly with the ridges on the undersurface of the nail plate. Next, we got nail walls, the folds of skin that overlaps the sides of the nail. They hold your nail in place and protect the nail plate edges. And last, we got nail plate. Is visible nail that rests on the nail bed up to the free edge. This is made up from dead cells and minimum amount of moisture. The nail is semi-transparent, allowing the color of blood supply of the dermis to show. Those are the parts. But did you ever wonder why nails sometimes look different? Well, because they are. Here are the common types of nails. Oval nail. This is common among people with long, perfect nail beds. May be styled slightly rounded at the base and slightly pointed at the fingertips. Most often, this type of nail has a natural look and looks very good in a short medium length. Round nail. Ideal for shorter nails. The nail is allowed to grow out straight at the sides for approximately 1.5 mm and then the tip is filed into a rounded shape. This is a strong shape which is great for those who keep their nails short. Next is stiletto or pointed nail. Filed away at the sides to a point at the tip. This shape is very weak as the sides of the nail, which provide the strength, are totally lost. Next is a scoval nail. It's a square nail but the softer edges of an oval. And last, we got square nail. This is the most famous among the nail shapes. It's created by allowing the nail to grow out straight and then filing the tip straight across at right angles with the rest of the nail plate. But how do we take care of our nails? Well, simple. We trim them. Trimming of nail plays a very vital role. It is a very easy task but sometimes it causes little problems, such as unwanted abrasions and ingrown nails, if not done properly. So how can we do it properly? Well, let's follow the steps. First, you have to prepare the type of instruments for this task. Nail cutter, who has small or medium slightly curved blades, are suitable for trimming the fingernails. Nail cutters with straight blades are suitable for using the toes. Step 2. Before using your nail cutter, make sure that it is clean. Wash your nail cutter to remove dust and germs, especially when you are sharing your nail cutter with someone else. Dry thoroughly after washing it. Number 3. Wash your hands. Wipe dry with any towel or tissue paper to remove extra water. This process cleans your fingernails, and besides cleaning fingernails, it also helps in softening your nails, making it easier to cut them. Then 4. You must cut your nails in a place where you can clearly see what you are doing. Put a small container near you in which you can collect the nails. Then 5. Decide the shape of your nails. Decide which shape you actually want. After deciding, lift the nail cutter and start cutting your nails. 6. Start cutting your nails starting from your little finger. 7. Click on the nail cutter that can cut through the nail. You can make at least 2 or 3 cuts of a fingernail until everything is snug. Follow the curve of the nail to get a clean cut. Check skin flaps after each cut and remove carefully. Then 8. Sit comfortably and crouch your knee side to easily reach up and see the nails clearly. Be sure not to set up a deep razor to prevent scratches. Adjust the position of razor if you feel any discomfort. Then 9. After cutting your nails, use a nail file to smooth any rough and odd surfaces of newly trimmed nails. When you file, do it in a tilt, from the corner of the nail to go down. And last but not the least, 10. Apply some moisturizer on your hands to keep the cuticles moisturized and smooth. And we're done. This is kind of a long lesson, but Module 3? Done. Are we? Are we? No, we ain't, bro, because we got activities to do just like every single module that we have, because it is what it is, you know? So yeah, let's answer this. And another one. Another one. Another one. And last but not the least, well, this one. So, Module 3. Done. Are we? Yeah, we're done. 3 modules done. And we are almost done with first quarter. This kind of fast if you think of it, so let's make sure we're okay. After all, the purpose of studying is to learn, not to be stressed about the things you don't know about. Again, do this at your own pace. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and see you on the next video.